Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Ducks will put total under to crank us up. It'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. Really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now they'll run it on the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on third down. More to the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Making side adjustments here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Going to try to get it himself. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. And the Aggies are marching down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Aggies in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass, it's Reed. Now sliding to his left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all, but no surprise. When you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
He's got him this time. And on that third and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this third down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Dances away to buy time. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Using his legs, it's Owens. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The offense changing the play. To the air, it's Reed. Trying to bull his way in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Texas A&M going quickly. looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Rushes on him. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, here's an interesting decision. It's early in the game. Do you want to be aggressive and try to seize momentum and go for this? Or do you just take the field goal and take the points?
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the 14-yard line. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Moore will throw. Looking left. It's caught. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history, and just like now, just in the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to keep it in the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating you?
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see him there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Scanning the field, it's Reed. Pressure coming. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And the Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Quick completion on the out route. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. There he goes. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll ride Davis here. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Gets the back moving. Quarterback keeps it. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback making checks. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Looking for the score. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. They'll move the tight end. Off the play fake. Fires to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it.
So many factors go into making the big play in the big moment. Calling the right play, getting protection. You got it all dialed up. It's perfect. And then he does that. Drops the ball right in his hands.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Picked off. Looking for more room. The tag. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
How about a game game-changing play for this defense. Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 22 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to take off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Moore to the air. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. But man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Breaks the tackle. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Paul, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have him push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Unloads to the right. The short hands. It's Moore. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise that last completion is now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. This crowd knows when to bring it. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
On the option. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And he makes the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Finds his man. It's Davis. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll run the option. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy, because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Might be changing the route. To the air on second down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Final play of the quarter coming. Moore to the air. Quarterback extends the play. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We reach the break, and Texas A&M leads it. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. Inside the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Moore will throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
And absolutely nothing doing there on the quarterback run. Defense takes all the gaps away. They use their speed to force him to the sidelines. He didn't even gain any yards, guys, before going out of bounds.
On third down, he drops to throw. Quickly complete. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward in a game that could shake up the CUSA race significantly.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's the plays like that that are going to end up defining and deciding this game, right? It's tight. Tie game, 4th quarter. Someone is going to step up and make a game-changing play, and the defender did right there.
Moore to the air. Slings it downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain.
And when the defense is running on the field, you are thinking sudden change, sudden change. When they create a turnover, a lot of times offenses want to be aggressive. They were, and they get rewarded.
Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead here in the 4th. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Looking to the big tight end. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest the deepest, widest the widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most underrated, untalked about things, like understanding the situation. I have the lead. They have to take shots down the field. I'm going to play pass. I got to rush the passer. I got to keep him in the pocket. All those things come into play throughout this game.
That cornerback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Oh, they're after him. Working on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Beebe. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Aggies moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw it. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. 4th down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The defense going to stop the clock with the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense gets home with the pressure and knock him down for a loss, but there are penalty markers down. Let's sort that out. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Aggies! Great job by the back on the option.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a two-point play?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Moore will throw. Floating away. He's going to run it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Listen, everybody practices the 2-minute drill and trying to go fast, but it's really nice when the quarterback has his time to get his thoughts clear, understand down and distance, maybe audible at the line of scrimmage. He has that right now because he did a good job getting the first down and getting out of bounds.
Wants to go up top on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
In a situation like this, it's all about confidence on offense, and having success early in the drive is paramount. And that's what you've seen. They've done a really good job here putting a few plays together. They've got some momentum. They've got to keep this thing up if they're going to go score.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He is pushed out of bounds at the 19-yard line. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Little touch pass to the receiver. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. The Ducks line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick its way to the end zone. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left.
Well, this running thing doesn't seem to be working. Looks like they're going to have to throw it, but as we know, David, these windows down here, man, they are tight.
Super tight. I think you still got the QB that you can move. You can change the launch point. Try to do something to get guys moving one way. Take advantage going the other direction.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. He splits the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested.